Hello there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gemma, and this is Glow with Gem. Today we're going to be using the mini ball, or Pilates ball. I like to make sure that mine isn't too full. If your ball is kind of overinflated, it does make it a little bit more challenging. So if you are just starting off and you're using the Pilates ball for the first time, deflate it a little bit. It'll just make it a slightly easier for you. But if you want more of a challenge, overinflate that bad boy, make it a really unstable surface, and you can challenge yourself even more. So with this class, we're going to start off with the lowest level with everything. You can choose whether or not you want to add the higher level or not. And yeah, but basically this is for a beginner, and yeah, we'll just get going. Okay, so you're going to take your ball, put it in the middle of your mat. Okay, slowly lower yourself down onto the ball. You just want to make sure that the ball is kind of in between your shoulder blades, just where the base of your kind of bra would be. If you don't wear a bra, then just imagine where that would be on you. All right, from here we're going to take our hands behind our head. Just make sure that there's a nice little gap in between your chin and your chest. All right, just move the head around a little bit, find that kind of sweet spot, and just make sure that you're nice and balanced on that ball as well. Okay, from here, we're going to take ourselves over the top of the ball. All right, you feel that your ribs kind of expand apart here. Just take a nice deep inhale. From here, we're going to take ourselves up to that nice neutral position again, and then take yourself over the top of the ball. So we're not quite going into our crunch yet. Okay, so only drape yourself over the ball as far as feels comfortable to you. All right, we always want to exhale on the effort. So as you're bringing yourself up, exhale up. All right, we've got two more here. And last one. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into our crunch. So what I want you to think, rather than kind of moving your neck too much, I want you to think lowest rib to your hip bone. Okay, from here, exhale yourself up, inhale yourself back down to neutral. So you're not going over the top of your ball anymore. We're just lifting and lowering into that little bit more of a crunch. And if you're doing this correctly, even though it's quite a simple move, it's not an easy move. And we're doing two more. Last one. All right, from here, we're going into crisscross. So we're going opposite elbow to opposite knee. Bit more of a challenge because we've got less of a stable base. We're on that ball and we're lifting one leg off the floor. Ow. My stomach muscles are already on fire. And we're doing two more, one more each side. Right, and then from here, right, maintaining that nice neutral spine position, we're going to lengthen our hands away. All right, curl yourself up, just one more vertebrae, slight crunch position here, right, and we're going to start to pump our arms. Connect into your core. If you're not connected into your core, you're going to start to bounce all over the place, and that's not what we want. All right, so maintain control. Keep crunched up. All four corners of the feet on the floor. And we're going to do one last breath. Okay, and then from here, we're going to take ourselves off the ball. Just sit it at your side and then come back down on the floor. All right, take the arms up overhead. Take a little breath here. You can arch the back. Breathe into your belly. And then from here, we're going to take the ball and we're going to put the ball in underneath our sacrum. So just where your tailbone is. So if it's any higher than your waistband of your trousers, all right, it's going to be up a little bit too high and it's going to be a little bit too challenging to do that. So just kind of move your hips around and find out where the best place is. Now, normally whenever we're on our back in Pilates, we have our hands down by our side. We're going to take our hands a little bit wider here just to give us that extra base of support. All right, we're going to inhale to prepare. Curl your tailbone in underneath you slightly, and then from here we're going to go into scissors. So we're going to float one leg at a time up into our tabletop legs. All right. From here, send the thigh bone away from you. Tap towards the end of your mat and lift. Inhale the leg away. Exhale it back up. Right, balance it off. We're going to do one more. Tap to balance it, and then from here we're going to lengthen the legs away. All right, split one leg to the floor, both legs come up and meet, and then we'll go to the other side. And you can make this a little bit more dynamic. So adding on these extra layers of challenge are optional. You can stay at level 1 if you need to. And last one. And then we're going to bring our knees into our chest. If you can, take your hands away from the floor. Just hug your knees in. Right, step your feet back down to the floor. Just readjust your ball, make sure it's in that good position. All right, hands either side, and we're going to lift our legs up one at a time. All right, find that nice balanced position here. From here, we're going to open our legs to the sides of the room, flex your feet and bring your heels back together. Point the toes, open, flex the feet, close. Point the toes, open, flex the feet, close. All right, let's do that again. Last one. All right, from here, flex your feet, turn your toes out to the corners of the room. All right, from here, we're going to bring our knees down towards our armpits and push away. Bring it in and push away. All right, so level 1 is going up towards the ceiling. Level 2, take it out to 45 degrees. That's it. And last one. And bring your knees into your chest. And just rock from side to side here. All right, step the feet down one at a time. Lift the hips away. And then from here, we're going to take ourselves over onto our stomach. So ball will go to the top of your mat. Okay. Press your hands into the ball. Nose is just hovered away from the floor. And then from here, I want you to drag the ball towards you and bring yourself up into extension and back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. So this is going to create a little bit more space, a little bit more lift. I want you to keep your tailbone tucked so you're not kind of dumping into your low back. We're going to do 2 more. All right, from here, we're going to bring our hands either side of our mat. All right, forearms are resting on the floor. And we're just going to bring ourselves up into extension and back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And last one. All right, from here, stack the hands on top of one another. And then from here, lift one leg away. Imagine somebody's pulling on your ankle as you lift. And then we'll drop it down, go to the other side. And then from here, if you can, lift both legs up, and then we're going to start to swim with just the legs. Lift up a little higher if you can. Head is still on the hands or on the forearms. We're going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest down. Bring your hands in underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up and sit back onto your heels. Okay, bring yourself forward. We're going to lie down on our side. Okay, so from here, we're going to be popped up on our forearm. All right, so make sure that your full forearm is in contact with the floor. We're going to bring our ball onto our thigh. Okay, hold it there with your hand. Legs are at the front corner of your mat, and then from here we're just going to slide our ball down towards our ankle and lift. So just make sure that you're not hanging out in your shoulder here. So push the floor away, and we're lifting and lowering. Now, if you want an extra challenge, lift both legs off the floor, and from here, you're going to look behind you as you reach for the ankle. Last one. Ooh, that was tough. All right. Bring your legs in, just give them a little shake out. Okay, we'll do a little half mermaid here, just to lengthen out the side. Okay, from here, we're going to bring our legs onto, our ball in between our ankles. So just where the little bony bits are of your ankles. All right, from here, we're going to try and lift both legs. So press the floor away, hand on your hip, lift and lower. Last one, hold it up, and then a little squeeze in the ball. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself in. All right, hand on the ankle, take yourself up and over for a little side bend. hand down to the floor, stretch in the opposite direction, one more each way. Right, we're going to take ourselves over to the other side. Whee! Okay, pop yourself up on your forearm and the ball goes onto your thigh. Legs to the front corner of your mat. Okay. All right, make sure that you haven't sunk down into your shoulder, and from here we're going to lengthen away and in. And last one. Right, if you want, hover that bottom leg away, top leg lifts, look behind. Last one. And bring the legs in, push yourself up, hand on the ankle, lift up and over. Oh, I forgot to put the ball in between our ankles. Luckily, we're still here. So, ball in between the ankles here. We'll go back and do a bonus mermaid stretch after, okay? So, ball in between the ankles, push the floor away, and then from here, we're lifting both legs, lowering. Last one. If you can, hold the legs up, squeeze that ball. Ooh, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, ouch. Right, we're gonna push ourselves up. We'll go over into our mermaid one more time, because it's nice, you know, and I did forget to do that last move. Okay, we're going to bring ourselves up into all fours. And just before we get going, just a little cat cow to get rid of any tension. Right, so we're going to bring the ball in behind our knee here. Okay, we're in that all fours position. Flex both feet, put your toes into the mat, and then from here, the leg that has the ball in behind the knee, we're going to lift away. Lift just as high as your hip and then back down. Okay, and this next one, we're going to hold the leg up from here. Take the knee out to the side, reach for your elbow. Last one. Hold that leg up, squeeze on the ball. And bring it down. Woo. All right, release the ball, put it in behind the other knee. I'm just gonna tuck my t-shirt in here. So make sure that ball is nice and secure. All right, we're in our 4-point kneeling position. All right, ball in behind the knee. Belly button in towards your spine. We're gonna lift and lower. Last one. Right, from here, we're gonna lift up, hold it up. Take the knee to the outside of the elbow and lift. Last one. Hold the leg up, little squeeze in the ball. And bring it down. Ooh. All right, this time the ball is going in between our knees. Curl the toes in underneath you. Okay, we're getting ready for our hovers, so just tune into how your wrists are feeling. So curl the toes in underneath you, belly button lifts, and from here, hover the knees away. Tap back down. Last one. All right, you can take yourself up off your wrists if you need to. All right, this is our last little move. All right, so down on our wrist one more time. And then from here, we're gonna hold ourselves up in that hover. And then from here, squeezing the ball. We're going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself down. All right, toes together, knees wide, sit back, and hands on the ball. Just try and bring your chest towards the mat. And relax into the stretch. Okay, release. All right, we're gonna put the back of our hand onto the ball and then slide the hand one through the other for a thread the needle. And bring it up and over to the other side. Right, and release. And that is going to do our class for today. So I hope you enjoyed this little class using the ball, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.